Hey Chargers fans, whether you're watching from the sunny streets of LA or anywhere else in the world, welcome back to the one place where it's all about the Los Angeles Chargers. Before we dive into the latest updates, do me a quick favor. Subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and don't forget to tap the bell icon so you never miss out on big news, bold predictions, and everything Chargers. All right, let's get into it. Let's be honest. Something feels different this year, right? Ever since Jim Harbaugh took over, it's like a new fire has been lit under this franchise. The vibe? Pure confidence. And if year one was just a warm-up, year two is where things get serious. The Chargers have made some smart moves lately. Moves that show this team isn't just hoping to win, they're building to win. Just look at the upgrades in the running back and wide receiver rooms. They're not just filling gaps, they're stacking talent. And that's exactly why this channel exists. We believe in the direction this team is heading. The Chargers aren't just part of the NFL, they're about to start making headlines. The Chargers made a lot of strong upgrades this offseason, especially on offense. From running backs to receivers, there's real depth now. But one area that raised eyebrows? The offensive line. Now here's where things get interesting. Coach Jim Harbaugh has confirmed it. Zion Johnson is going to be a starter this year. But it's not just about filling a gap, it's about changing the game. In past seasons, Johnson locked down the left guard spot. As a rookie, he played right guard. But now, we're seeing something brand new. At recent practices, Johnson was seen snapping the ball to Justin Herbert as the center. That's a big shift. Johnson has never played center in the NFL or in college, but Harbaugh clearly sees something. Harbaugh knows the value of elite center play. Back in his Michigan days, their line was dominant, and they had centers you didn't expect to shine, but they ended up being the best in the nation. 2 years in a row, they won the Remington Trophy and were named the top offensive line in college football. If Harbaugh sees that same hidden talent in Johnson, Chargers fans might be about to witness the birth of something special. If there's one thing we've learned from a Jim Harbaugh team, it's this. The offensive line matters. And not just good blocking, but smart, disciplined, game-changing center play. Look back at Harbaugh's past. He's coached centers who went from solid to elite. Think of guys like Olu Oluwatimi, who transformed into the best center in college football and ended up starting in the NFL. That's not luck. That's coaching. Now here's the big point. If Zion Johnson is the next name in that tradition, the Chargers could be solving one of the toughest puzzles in football. Sure, Johnson has never started a game at center, but if Harbaugh and his staff believe he can handle it, you better believe he can. This isn't a gamble. It's a calculated move by a staff that knows what championship-level line play looks like. Let's talk possibilities. Imagine Johnson locking down center. Suddenly, you've got McKethan, a massive run blocker, at right guard. Then at left guard, you've got options. Want to try Jamari Salyer? Go for it. Think Trey Pipkins could shift inside. Give it a shot. Maybe Bradley Bozeman plays better at guard than center. Or perhaps Carson Barnhart is ready to break out. The bottom line, if Johnson holds the middle, then 4 out of 5 O-line spots are set. That's stability, and in this league, stability up front means wins. If the Chargers can lock down just one more position, left guard, this offensive line could be solid across the board. And here's the thing, it's much easier to cover for a weak guard than it is to cover for a weak center. That's what makes this shift with Zion Johnson so fascinating. If he can own the center position, and you've got Rashawn Slater anchoring the left side, that's a fortress forming on the line. Now, let's talk raw talent. Zion Johnson's performance may have had ups and downs, but one thing's never been in question: his athleticism. Coming out of college, his relative athletic score, RAS, ranked him among the top-tier guards. And guess what? If he were graded as a center, his numbers might look even more impressive. Forget the height concerns, because Zion has something even more valuable: length. With 34-inch arms, his reach is elite, And that's what really matters when you're snapping the ball and fending off pressure. His explosion? Elite? Agility? Off the charts. These traits are exactly what a great center needs. Speed in a straight line? Not that important for a center, but quickness, body control, and strength in tight spaces. That's where Zion could thrive. So here's the truth. This isn't just a position change. It's a smart gamble on unlocking Zion Johnson's full potential. If he pulls it off, he won't just be solid. He could become a cornerstone of this line. And with that kind of presence in the middle, the Chargers can build their entire offense with confidence. Switching to center won't just be a physical challenge for Zion Johnson. It's a mental one, too. The center isn't just snapping the ball. He's calling out protections, identifying blitzes, reading defensive fronts. That kind of leadership shapes the entire offensive line. Now, let's be honest. Zion's time at guard has been inconsistent. His performance last year was all over the place. Some games, he looked strong. Others, shaky. One week he's in the 70s. The next he's dipping into the 40s, according to his PFF grades. It's like flipping a coin every Sunday. But here's the twist. Even with that up-and-down play, 2023 was still his best overall season as a lineman. Now imagine this. Take that level of play, shift it to a position where his natural agility, size, and football IQ can truly shine, and give him the backing of a coaching staff that believes in him completely. That's not a small adjustment. That's the kind of pivot that transforms an offensive line. If it works, this could be the move we look back on as the turning point, where the Chargers' O-line went from serviceable to dominant. Because let's not kid ourselves, outside of quarterback, no group impacts the offense more than the trenches. Great line play means bigger holes for your backs, more time for your quarterback, easier separation for receivers. Everything becomes smoother, cleaner, faster, and all of it starts right at the center. This might seem like a small switch now, but by the end of the season, we could be calling it the biggest difference maker in the Chargers' success. If you're a true NFL fan and want to stay updated with daily news, trade rumors, and all the latest buzz around the league, then make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. We bring you breaking news, expert analysis, and in-depth coverage, so you never miss a single update about your favorite teams and players. And here's the most important part. Don't forget to press the bell icon. That way, you'll be the first to know whenever we drop a new video. Stay ahead of the game and be part of our growing community of passionate NFL fans. Let's talk football.